Daily sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So he looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daxton Hill of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Here we go, here we go.
Now here's the option play going left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here we go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
11.
Here's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from the 1.
11 empty.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On the counter, here's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one swung out here to Jones. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Going up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Burrow will throw. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. McPherson on for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gain 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, McKinnon. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing now is Mahomes. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He completes it to Boyd. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Mixon with a first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Burrow on third down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On second and very short, Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked up by Jesse Bates, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try to get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he goes out right around the 39.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he's got it inside the 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds. First half.
First and goal, Kansas City.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Mahomes to throw once more. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
McPherson now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. It may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 63 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now we're going to start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Mixon again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, a good return up past the 30, past midfield. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. From the 27, Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Mahomes now on 1st down. That's complete to Tony. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Bengals grab it. There he goes, left side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And McPherson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
From the 40 now on second down. Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 43.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pass on the out route, caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. He's got Burton here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Cameron Sample. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes going to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their fan base at this point has to be thinking, is this finally the year we once again taste success in the playoffs? They're not there yet, but it's looking promising here in this 4th quarter. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On 2, ready?
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Burrow. Over the middle to Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Ready?
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
11 MT, take.
Mixing up the middle. And some space here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 97 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Inside handoff to Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing it. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.